Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed the last episode. That was a roller coaster ride. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Things got out of control. But as you saw by the ending of the episode, Jared's memory was wiped. So unbeknownst to him, I'm back. He doesn't know that what happened. So we're just gonna continue where we left off. I hope you enjoy. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are here with my good friend Jared. You already know he goes above and beyond. So let's pick up where we left off. So you got your list now.
Yeah. I just wish I had this with me the whole time so I wasn't drowning in stuff.
Is there a game that would have made the list but just barely didn't make it?
I mean, there's one game that I didn't get to talk about that I wanted to, but that's okay because it wasn't in my top 5 list. But Luigi's Mansion 3 blew my mind.
Hello?
Like, it really did.
Mario.
Because, I'd played the first one. I didn't play Dark Moon again, didn't have 3DS. But, I bought 3 and it sat on my shelf for 3 months because I was too busy playing other games. And I put it in, and I don't think I have ever played a game with better level design throughout the entire game than that game. The level design in Luigi's Mansion 3 is unparalleled. It is magnificent. So if you're a fan of platformers, or if you just like good level design and good art style, you have to play that game. You have to.
No, I agree 100%. I adore Luigi's Mansion. It's crazy. But I haven't been able to play the Switch version yet. But, oh man. So why didn't that make your top 5? Considering that you love it so much or you like it so much.
Because, over time it probably might. It could. The games that are on my top 5 are, generally speaking, epics, right? I mean, Halo is an epic. Legend of Zelda is an epic. Fallout could be considered an epic. Last of Us is an epic. And so, their stories are just more encapsulating. So if, on the cutesy little Nintendo games like Mario, Sonic, Kirby, the stories aren't ever going to be mind-blowing or super intense or tearing at your heartstrings. But where Nintendo does kill it is level design. And so I think it all just kind of depends on what you care more about. Because when I'm looking at a game, the number one thing on my radar, gameplay. Is the gameplay and the gameplay loop fun? If yes, let's go to the next thing. That would be story. Then it would be level design. And then all the way at the bottom of the list is graphics. If a game is amazing, it could have the worst graphics ever. I don't care. It genuinely doesn't matter.
I agree. There's some people that just swear by graphics. Graphics makes or break the game for them. 100%. They don't take into account the gameplay mechanics, anything. It's just straight up, wow, look at the graphics, take my money. The game could be auto trash, it could be repetitive, it could be just pure nonsense. Take my money. The graphics look the best. Nah, I'm all about the aesthetics. Yes, it's cool, but I'm all about the engagement of a game. As a matter of fact, some of my favorite games are pixelated games, and the one that I'm currently playing,
what's that?
Is this one called Two Crowns.
2 Crowns.
Yeah, Two Crowns. It's a tower defense game in a way where you build a small town and then at night bad guys come and just ravish you. It's pretty freaking amazing.
Interesting.
Never heard of it?
What's it on?
It's on Xbox. Well, I'm playing it on Xbox, but it's on all the consoles, I think. But my favorite games, legitimately, are pixelated side scrollers specifically, and I told you this before, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Oh my goodness gracious, I love that game. I probably finished that game like 7 times, I think. Oh man.
And I do have Symphony of the Night downloaded. I'm just trying to get through some other games first. I'm gonna get to it because I know it's your favorite. I'm gonna get to it eventually.
Please do, because you need to tell me what you think of that game, because I absolutely love it.
You have a Switch?
I do have a Switch back there somewhere.
Okay. I'll give you my recommendation right now.
Okay. Metroid, of course. But you know what's funny? I couldn't get into that game. I just couldn't get into it. But to be fair, I haven't played that one particularly. I just got put off by the previous Metro game, which was like a first-person shooter.
Yeah, Metroid Prime.
I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't get into it. I just couldn't do it. I don't know.
Yeah. So, but I mean, like, the genre of, like, you know, side scroller action games is literally called Metroidvania. So
Yeah.
So if you want to,
The original.
so if you want to play, exactly. If you want to play a game like Castlevania,
Right.
that is a Metroidvania,
Yeah.
play Metroid. You know?
Yeah. Play it where they originated from. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And they're not easy.
Yeah. It's hard. I'll tell you that it's hard.
It looks like that guy. It looks like that game got you mad.
That's the other thing we probably should have talked about. Games that make you mad, but you like them anyway.
Yeah. Ooh, a new segment. Games that get you mad.
Games that make you mad. Let me go. Metroid Dread. Boom. Let's get that one out of the way. Then you have the Dark Souls games. They make you mad, but they're so good you can't help but love them. And then you have this asshole right here, Donkey Kong. Oh my god. I had heard that Donkey Kong was hard. And my friend was like, "Nah, Metroid's harder, don't worry about it." And I was like, "I'll let you know when I get done with both of them." This one is so much harder. And here's why. Samus, when you stop moving the joystick, stops on a dime. Okay. Donkey Kong slips and slides like he's on a skating rink. And so he moves an extra like 30 pixels every time you want him to stop moving. The controls are just so unfriendly. They're ancient, which is cool because, like, you know, it's Donkey Kong. It's a classic franchise. You know, and they don't make games like that anymore. They don't make games intentionally hard, you know, except for like Cuphead. But like where it's like advertised like this isn't supposed to be hard. Donkey Kong is marketed towards children. It's marketed towards kids. You can't tell me it's not. They pair him up with Mario all the time. And I was playing that game. I was literally, at one point, I threw something across the room, like as hard as I could. That didn't happen with Metroid. I'll tell you that right now.
It's actually pretty funny. So which one did you beat first, Metroid or Donkey Kong?
Oh, yeah. So I did Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze first, and then I did Metroid, and I was like, you know, Metroid's hard and everything, but like, it ain't got nothing on Donkey Kong. And so when I told him that the primary thing was like the controls weren't as crisp, that like intentionally designed that way to be fair to Donkey Kong, but like the fact that it like he doesn't stop on a dime whenever you stop moving the controller, that adds difficulty. And he was like, he doesn't, and I said no, and he goes, oh, I'm not playing that game. I was like, yeah.
Did your friend play it at all?
No, after I told him what I thought about it, he was like, yeah, I'm not playing that. Games you love to hate. The games that you hate to love, yeah. That could be like called the category. Man, I don't know what other games there even are like that. Like, I mean, obviously like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
Man, I don't know what other games there even are like that. Like, I mean, obviously like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, stuff like that, but
Like Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, perfect example.
Have you played Elden Ring?
I haven't yet.
What?
Shh.
Oh man!
All my friends have played through it, and they were like, "Just get it, just get it." I said, "I have 13 other games that I have purchased, and they haven't even opened them, and I'm trying to get through them. Just respect my time, please. I want to enjoy them."
But you got to get with the times, man. But with that being said, I think we're going to call it. It's been an adventure, a thrill to have you. But before we do, don't you have a project coming up very soon?
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you tell the world about it?
So we have a sports podcast that we're starting up very soon. And you can follow us at the Penalty Pod on Twitter and the Penalty Pod on Instagram. And we're just now getting everything started up. So like figuring out times and getting our equipment together and getting our editor ready to go so we can set everything up. But it's going to be a good time. We're mostly just doing it for fun. It's going to get heated sometimes because I'm outnumbered on there and I will defend my team to the death. So I'll never get to stop talking. But if you like sports, especially college sports, NFL, you will like our podcast. So if you're interested, please check it out.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My good friend Jared is going to start his podcast. You can follow him at The Penalty Box in Twitter to get all the latest information, where they're going to be streaming on. And I want to give a phenomenal shout out to all those who subscribe, follow, view, like, everything else in between. If you want to be a guest, hit me up. Send a comment. Send me an email. Send me a text. Whatever. I got you 100%. A lot more's coming down the pipeline. Fun stuff. Goofy stuff. Only the way I know how to make things. I don't know. I don't take things serious. But a phenomenal salute to my good friend Jared. Can't wait to have you back. And again, follow him on Twitter. Check out his podcast. And
Syncopate.
That's what I said.
Yeah. You send me a friend request on Xbox. I'll accept it, unlike these other people.